Now, I'm going to give a fair warning at this point that this video is most definitely not going to be uploaded in time because it is currently 10:03 at the time of recording. I didn't get home until super fucking late because I had to go to this stupid training that lasted like 3 fucking hours, and it was the most boring shit imaginable. But I had to go to that, and that took like 3 hours, and then I didn't get home until like 9:30, and then I had to set up the new monitor that had just come in, and that was a pain in the ass because I had to like change around a whole bunch of settings. I had to do a driver update, and the entire thing was just acting really weird because the like the monitor was being detected by Windows, but it wasn't putting an actual like display out. So I had to troubleshoot that, and I had to do a driver update, and then after a restart, it worked just fine, even though I had to power off the monitor again. And we also have two blacklisted people right off the bat, which is always amazing. Uh, Taking a look at the matchmaking, threats to my ship. There's no. Oh, there's the split radar. But that's only like 10 seconds. Sherman's going to be annoying to deal with. Mogador, Jaeger, split. No radar otherwise. No carrier, but there is a submarine to piss me off. Because of course there would be. And we have two blacklisted people right off the bat, and we have a fucking fucking Cassonis hitting his smoke. Although it does look like it was just a fat finger. Mistakes happen, I guess. So whatever. Double Smolensk is gonna be really annoying to deal with. Sherman's gonna be annoying to deal with. Mogador, I'm not too worried about, although he's definitely going to be a threat that I have to account for. Jaeger and Split. And shut the fuck up. Alright. We already have our Cecilia hauling ass, which is not ideal. This Mogador is just going to press W, which, to be fair, I would probably be doing about the same thing. That is a no SC Mogador, by the way. And we know that because his health isn't ending in a 50. Although, I guess if he's running a Benu, that technically could be improved SC, but I don't think it is. This Mogador is actually just beached himself right in front of a Smolensk, which is not ideal. Just for the record, if any of you watching this at home are curious, that is in fact not how Mogador is meant to be played. We're actually right on the razor's edge of getting spotted right there. Well, oh, okay. I'm just gonna not question that. There's a Smolensk and a split in that smoke over there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and torp that channel. We are going to cap B, or cap A rather, momentarily. That split's pushing in here. And we're gonna try and maybe get a charge on this submarine. Because he was spotted right around here. He very well could have turned out right there. In which case, that is in fact what he did. So I really want to go. I really want to go and try and get this guy killed. I don't know what our 4501 is doing submerged, because this Baleo could just counterspot him with his sub radar, but whatever. That sub is going to die. We do manage to land a torpedo hit on something. I'm not sure what it was. It could have been the split. It also could have been the Smolensk pushing out through here. So what we're going to do right now is we're probably just going to I honestly am thinking pushing right into their spawn. Actually, no, we're going to kill this split is what we're going to do. And we're just going to wait for this radar to expire. And then we're going to smoke up. Because this split obviously just shot. So, because he shot, his gun bloom is extending out. And that's keeping him spotted. And that forced him to burn his own smoke as well. But we are going to greed right here. And pop out for a few seconds. Because we want to try and get this guy killed. But it's not going to happen. He's going to slip away on a sliver of health. So we're just going to turn our attention to farming out a GK. This guy's most likely going to be turning out. We're going to launch our torpedoes to try and cut that path off to him. We're not going to be able to stay in our smoke for very long here because of the threat of actually, never mind. Split torpedoes. But those torpedoes have long missed. Goes that GK. Are getting radared by the split, but he's behind the island. Just gonna pop a heal right here. Get as much health back as we can before we go and take on the split. And our goal right now is pretty much going to be try and secure the split kill. Although if he is smart, he's going to just be hauling ass in the complete opposite direction. And I am not going to be able to catch him. So what I'm instead going to do is I want to try and spot out this Smolensk for possibly our Schlieffen, maybe even the Montana if he can somehow clear that line. Maybe the Wukong as well, possibly. That split is not right there, by the way. Wherever the I think it was the Yamato that pinged right where the split was last seen, like literally almost 2 minutes ago. That split is long gone from there. We are going to push right up here. And we're going to try and spot out this Smolensk for anyone who might have a shot, which I believe is most likely to be the Cecilia or the Schlieffen. Although they probably have their own Smolensk problems that they're worried about at the moment. We're not going to int into those. Thank you very much. I don't think this smoke is going to last much longer. Nah. I am gonna put torpedoes out on that island just for the, accounting for that Smolensk. Once that smoke expires, he's pretty much just gonna try and hug that island as hard as he can. And those torpedoes are basically just meant to punish that. We are going to slip into sea here. Holy shit, their team has just been kind of dying. This Montana might prove to be a problem. This split is long, long gone. So instead what I'm going to do... Smolensk is not going to eat any of those, which is rather unfortunate. But he is going to basically kill himself having to avoid them, though. Which is honestly just as good. And that's how you kill Smolensks who try an island cockroach. At least in that particular spot. Although, to be completely fair, it looked pretty easy in this scenario. Mainly because it was. Because their team kind of just let me walk completely for free. And I'm probably going to take a large chunk right here. Yeah. I was honestly expecting that guy to have been dead by now. So we're going to have to adjust and smoke up right here. Slow down and make sure we don't int out of our own smoke. We're not going to be able to stay in this smoke because we have a Montana and a Conqueror that are kind of pressing W at us. Those Conquerors... no, that Conqueror's going to be turning away. Hard away. So what I'm going to do right now is... Honestly, I'm just going to hope that someone else on our team is going to kill this Montana. And then I can turn my attention to the Conqueror. And there we go. Now just... Did that Conqueror already shoot? No, I don't think he did. I'm just going to wait for this Conqueror to shoot. And then I'm going to open fire on him. Get a little bit more damage. Well, actually, he's about to go behind the island. So I'm just going to farm him. Here we go. Now we just sit behind this island. Because this little ledge is blocking line of sight. And nothing else has line of sight with me. Mainly because everything else is dead. But also just because nothing really... Even if... Well, really, that's the main reason. It's just everything is dead. That's literally it. If that Montana was still alive, I wouldn't be doing this, obviously. If I was getting spotted, honestly, depending on what it was, I might still be farming, because depending on how much threat it poses to me by itself, like if it was the low health split, I wouldn't really care. But if it was like the Jaeger, even, mainly because the Jaeger was full health, if it was one of the Smolensks, that would have been annoying. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the biggest thing to highlight from this particular game is notice how not once in the entire game, in the entire time that we were playing, did I ever bitch or moan about being bottom tier. Because I've said this so many times on the channel, and I'm going to say it so many times in the future, that being bottom tier does not matter. All it means is that you have to put actual thought into your plays. You have to play more carefully. You have to play more intelligently. Because if you don't, you're going to get punished. But that's the way it should be. If you play bad, you should be punished. And if you play well, then you will be rewarded. In this case, by being bottom tier but still topping the team. So that is going to do it for this video. Short game, not really anything special, but it is something that I really want to highlight, and I will highlight over and over, is that being bottom tier doesn't matter. And what actually matters is just going to be your ability to adjust to the matchmaking that you get. So in this case, there was very little radar threats, and also the enemy team kind of dying helped, but I knew that I could pretty much afford to be pretty aggro because I had my smoke to bail me out when I needed it to. Taking that hit from the Montana, it wasn't fun, but I had enough health at that point to tank it. I had heals left and I had my smoke, so yeah, it's whatever. So anyway, that is going to do it for this video. So I will see you on Thursday.